Hello all of you awesome people out there, and welcome back to another super awesome and mega wicked cool video done by myself, Disowned Hero, and this is going to be a bit of an odd one. Now when you first join a player rank Corp for the very first time, there is a few extra options and tidbits which kind of become available to you, and it can be quite hard to find them for the very first time. So I'm going to go through what you need to check when you first join a Corp and where certain things are hidden. If you do want to join a Corp, by the way, I recommend my Corp because it's brilliant. Simply message me in game at Disowned Hero, or Miss Hero if you want, she's an alt of mine, and Joe will get you in, or search for us in the corporation window, Disowned Heroes, and again give us an application and we'll get you in. We take on new players, returning players, players who've been playing for years, players who have 10 skill points, players who have 10 million skill points, so it doesn't matter, we'll get anyone in, and we try and cover every aspect of New Eden, or as many aspects as we can, so everyone can experience a little bit of every corner of the game. So yeah, plug over with. If you want to join a Corp, join mine because it's brilliant. Right, so you've joined the Corp for the very first time, and well, it's like, what do you do now? Where do you go? The first thing you should actually check is your emails. Now, if you can't find your emails on the quick bar here, if you go to the Neocom menu and down to social, there it is there. They are your emails. And if you go to the corporation tab, you should have received a welcome email from the corporation if they've set it up. If it's a bigger one, or one that's been around for a while, they should have a welcome email system kind of set up. It's an automated thing, and I mention it because you don't always get a notification in the bottom right hand corner when this automated welcome email comes in, or at least people who join my corporation, when I say have you read the email, they're like, Joe, I haven't got one, it didn't tell me, and it turns out they did. It's in here, so it'll be under the corporation little kind of checkbox on the side here, or it could be under the alliance one, depending on if you're in a huge alliance, so they might send you one as well. And all this email will tell you is something along the lines of, welcome to the Corp, we are located here, we run ops here, if you need help moving, contact this person, here is our links to Discord, TeamSpeak, communication channels, so all that kind of good stuff to help you get up and running. So always worth checking if you have received a welcome email. Right, so you've joined the Corp, you've checked your welcome email, you've read it, you've done all that kind of good stuff. It's like, what can I do next? The next thing I would recommend you check is if you go to the corporation window, and if you can't find it again in your kind of start bar here, go to the Neocom and go down to social, and there it is there, corporation. If you click on that, it'll probably default I think to the details page, but you'll basically be given this window here. And what you want to be checking is under home. I mean, details you can check, but you can kind of see these without having to be in the Corp. But you want to check the bulletins page. Once you're in the Corp, you get access to this here, and there'll be lots of cool information in here. If it's set up correctly, every Corp is different, and I'll just give you some overviews of maybe what's going on, maybe how some things are structured. Just bulletins. They could even put information about current wars or something in here. They can put anything they want. I use ours to let people know, who the managers are, which at the moment isn't very many people. It's like 3 of us in there. So if someone, say, wanted to try mining for the first time, they'll know, okay, I'll go to the mining manager. If someone wanted to try what's this one here, engineering, they'll go to the engineering managers, that kind of thing. And I also have how our hangars are set up as well, so if anyone needs access, that's how ours currently work. So it's always good to check the bulletins, some useful information in there. And while you're in this window, there is other things we can check as well. You might not have all of these tabs because I do own the Corp, so I kind of can see everything, but you should have access to the members one, so you can check at least your own access, titles, station services, permissions, all that kind of good stuff, so you can have a look in there. And if you are thinking of leaving the Corp, by the way, you need to have a quick check in here to make sure all of this is unchecked. Otherwise you can't leave. Basically you have to wait 24 hours if you've been given any type of permission. Wars, you can check wars as well, so you can see if you're involved in any active wars, any previous wars, all that kind of good stuff. And I'm pretty sure you should be able to see the alliances tab as well, to see if you've been part of any alliance or if you've just left, that kind of thing. Now, don't be scared of this window. It might look a little bit, especially if you click on the members tab here, might look big and complicated, and you're like, oh, I don't want to click anything in case I break it. Unless you've been given permission specifically to do something, you physically can't break anything in here. So don't worry about it. Don't think, oh, if I click on the wrong thing, the Corp's going to find out, they're not going to like it, they're going to kick me out. No, you can click away in here. And again, unless you've been given specific access to do something, so you can't change it. So that's the corporation window. That's quite a good one to check out. And keep an eye on the bulletins as well, because they do change from time to time. Alright, so the next one, you've joined the corporation, you've read through the welcome email, you've had a look at the bulletins, you're like, alright, I kind of know what this corp's about now, I know which direction to head, and I know what I'm doing, where I'm going. The next thing you might want to check out is in your people and places window. So if we close that for a second, you can find it by clicking the little magnifying glass for a person inside, or once again, if it's not there, if we go to the top, we can go down to personal, and click people and places. It's in there. And the main one we're looking for here is, I don't think contacts change actually when you join a corp. You kind of just still have your own contacts, but the places should change. You should now have an extra little drop down thing here for all of your corporation locations. Now I tend to keep ours quite simple and straightforward and quite condensed. I don't want loads of junk in here, and simply you'll be able to find out where the corp headquarters is if they put it in there, any stations you own, so blueprints, optimized facilities, so that one's easy to see. Minus moon-based refinery and corp offices, easy to see. So it would look basically something like this, and depending on how big your corp is, depends on how many things they'll have in here. And don't be scared if some of them look a little bit odd. Maybe they're just numbered and you're not quite sure what the numbers mean. That'll probably be specific to someone else. But anything that you need to pay attention to, you should be able to look at and be like, okay, yeah, I know what that is. I know where the corp headquarters is because it's simply named corp headquarters. I know where our stations are because they're simply named, you know, refinery and corp offices, that kind of thing. So check in there. And that is pretty much it, to be honest. You've joined the corp, you've read your welcome email, you've had a look what's going on in the corp bulletins, you're up to date with all the news, that kind of stuff. You know where everything is because you found your people and places tab. There's only one thing left really which the corp might ask, and that is corporation fittings for certain ships. Now it's not uncommon for a corp to ask every member in that corp to train into one or maybe two ships. So that's mainly if they get attacked and they need to form up, they'll have everyone in the same ship because everyone would have trained into the same one. And now to find the corporation fittings, it's actually quite simple. Again, if we just go over to the start bar and click on fitting, if it's not there, go to your neocom, and I forget where this one is. It's got to be in here somewhere though. Industry, inventory, oh there it is, ship fitting. It'll be in there under ship and fitting. And once you've joined a corporation, basically you have access to, I've already checked it, but to this one here. So when you come on by default, it might look something, I don't know, like this, or it might be like just like this one. What you need to do is you need to uncheck everything and just click the filter corporation fittings. And in here, it will have all the fittings which are managed and put up by your corporation. And yeah, I tend to just put a few things in there. When people say, how would I fit this? I'm like, I've put it in corporation fitting, so have a go if you want. But they might have more specific things, like this one here particularly is a defense fleet dual rep brawler. So this is one I was thinking of getting all of my people to train into, so they'll find it in the corporation fittings just here. By the way, I'm going to show this because we're not going to be using that one in case anyone's thinking I know exactly what he's running. We can go and attack him now. No, we've decided against that one. Yeah, but that's where they are in there. So if your corp says, right, everyone fleet up, we want you all on the corp Myrmidon, you would go to the corp fittings, and there it is there. And that is it, to be honest. Yes, there is a few other bits and bobs you can do, but they are the main ones. In fact, one thing you can do, and I'd advise against, especially when you join a brand new corp, especially if it's a bigger one, because they kind of get really annoyed, is if you go to your emails, if you go down to corp, and obviously you can see what your corp's been sending backwards and forwards, if you right click it, you can send a mail to corp, and this is going to send an email to absolutely everyone in that corporation. Now make sure before you do this that you're not going to be annoying anyone. If you're simply trying to reply to say one person, maybe just start a new email to that one person. It's usually not very common that people start a new email like this, but what happens is you send an email out like this one here, and someone will go, okay, yeah, what's this? Oh, yeah, I want to take part in that. They'll simply right click, or even they'll just click up here, reply, and what that's going to do is that's probably going to reply to the entire corporation. That one didn't actually do it. Not going to do it now, is it? Okay, I might hit that one. There you go. Hit reply to all, and that's going to email the entire corporation. And it happens more often than you think. You'll turn around to the entire corp and say, we've got an operation running Monday, we're all going mining. If you want to join in, let me know. And people hit the reply to all, and they message the entire corporation simply saying, like, yes. you know, it can get really annoying. So that's just one thing to look out for, okay? You might get a little bit told off for that. And that's it. Like I said, it's going to be a short one, this one. I just wanted to run through things which people quite often ask me. And I don't mind when new people join the corporation. They're like, well, where do I find the corporation fittings? It might sound obvious. You go to the corporation fittings, just go to the fittings window, they're in there. Or when someone says, where is the, you know, where are the corporation locations? I'll say you look in the corp location and say, where's that? Again, you'd think it'd be rather simple, just look in your people and places, it's in there. But you know, not everyone is well, Joe thinks that way, not everyone thinks that logically, so I don't mind people asking. I just thought I'd get this video out to try and teach you guys, you know, a little bit more about where things are and how things work. So if you did like this video, then please hit the like button down below. If I've missed anything out, like I said, it's really simple stuff, but not everyone understands it. I remember when I first started a Corp, I didn't know where half this stuff was. So if I did miss something out, or you want me to explain something a bit better, then leave a comment down below. I'll read it and I'll get back to you guys. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well to get some more game guides, how-tos, let's plays and live streams from myself. I also think you should check out this video just up here, but if that one doesn't interest you, then try this one. Other than that, guys, take it easy and I'll see you soon.